Guys, blessed, blissful, glorious morning to you all, depending on wherever you are watching and hearing and listening to me from. Yeah, you are all my esteemed and highly esteemed, amiable fans and viewers, and respect to you all for having put enough time to listen and watch and share and like my video and follow my page. Right, we are going to talk about the CAF new rules to extend the Nations Cup, African Cup of Nations Bayana showpiece to now be 4 years event, which hasn't really gone down well with most people, particularly some stars, even particularly I. It's not a welcome development that AFCON will now be showcase like the European Cup and yeah, of course, European Cup, because other continents, of course, may have their event every 2 years, 4 years, but it is not going to go down west. So, from my own opinion, going to my own opinion with the Nations Cup, because Africa football is still on the development side, still development. So they need such competition to be taking place often that to be able to gather and bring about that room and opportunity for the players to be having yearly a banana competition showpiece to see such event going on and be inspired. Like having to have it every 4 years is not it's not ideal because it would be like starving the football fans in Africa, and football fans are having hope and looking forward to such competition for motivation and inspiration. We don't no longer be having it. Have to for wait for each years is really draining. No, one of the superstars that really is having his best and greatest time in the AFCON today is other than Lukman and Demola that also frowned at it that it's not a welcome development because of course we see how he's from the first time he debuted for Nigeria 2 years ago in Ivory Coast. He did marvelously well, which was the year that culminated in his winning the African Footballer of the Year. And this year again, he has started on a very good, bright note, having about 5 goal contributions, scoring two and having 2 assists here. So he has also frowned at it and raised eyebrow that it's not a welcome development that CAF should be able to look into this, and of course, which is the right thing to do. Now, Africa is not Europe. African football at a club level and organization administration is still very, very far behind. So bringing this competition that seems to make room for African fans and the youths that are also aspiring to become one big star tomorrow to be starved till it's 4 years after each and every competition is not a welcome development. So CAF should be able to look into this very decision they are making because it might not augur well with them in the future, that it may also have effects on the competition and African football in general. Africa is already lacking stars that are migrating from their league to foreign league side, and yes, this is not going to be a kind of a big blow to them. We should not be thinking about the foreign club at the expense of the indigenous club side in Africa, and an organization of football in Africa. Because of course, I don't know the motive and the reason behind what CAF just did. If it's have to do with the 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 issue of the foreign clubs missing out on African players every year that plays in their club, to be able to be having them more than they have time to play for their continent. I don't think that is going to be good. Of course, we know they pay them well, but of course, as much as they pay then well, of course, they also know that they need their international participation, involvement, at least often, to be able to encourage the upcoming artists and stars to be able to make it big and become superstars like them. So in this, I think CAF has a lot to do. They should be able to go back to the drawing board and have a rethink of their decision. I don't know how they arrive at this. It is not going to be a welcome development at the long run, like I earlier said. And yeah, we are not going to be living or taking after the Europeans in everything. This is football. Africa has a very big population that we can be able to build our football inwardly rather than being a copycat to other nations. So I think with this, I believe I will have been able to share my own opinion and my thoughts about this very FIFA new rule and decision. Thank you.